Hi, welcome back to Crankin Out Crafts. My name's J-Flo, and today I'm going to show you how to make a beach-inspired wreath using this new Chevron burlap ribbon that we just got in. So to get started, we're first going to wrap our wreath with the ribbon and simply placing it on the back and then taking one of these greening pins and pushing it in to hold it in place. And then I will wrap and get it really close so we save all the ribbon that we can. This is a 14-inch wreath that I'm using, and one roll of this ribbon is plenty. Also, you'll notice that I left the plastic on the wreath. This is so it keeps my table and myself less messy. I'm also gonna, every few times I twirl it around the wreath, just to keep it in place, I'll stick one of these pins. And if you ever wanted to use the ribbon again, using these greening pins is a great idea because you're not actually hot gluing it to the ribbon and ruining the ribbon. All right, we're halfway there. Continue. Okay, so almost done completely wrapping my wreath. And I've got one more little bit here. And I'm going to take that original pin I started with out so we save our pins. So you can see that too. And then poke this down. Ta-da! That one kind of split a little bit, but that's okay. And give it a trim. Okay, next. We want to place a bow on here, and then we're going to hot glue 3 starfish. And I just think this gives it a really beachy look to it. I'll go ahead and put a little hot glue on the starfish. I like this one. He looks like he kind of is grabbing the wreath. I'm applying the hot glue to the areas that lay flat on the wreath. You don't have to do it on all the arms because it may not rest completely flat. Okay, like that little guy. I shouldn't have put hot glue on that one. That's okay. Okay, so now I've got those. I'm gonna set those to dry. Now to make the bow, I've got some leftover ribbon here, so I'm gonna make one bow piece, but this is a little bit too big and it competes with the wreath too much, so I'm gonna add just some regular burlap to it also. First though, I'm going to cut my ribbon, I would say about 14 inches, and fold it in half and crease it really good on that side. Where the crease is, right here, I'm just gonna lay a little row of glue and then press that over to make one loop. And then on the other side, I'll add a little glue right beside, not overlapping, and put it right there. So now I have 2 loops. Then in the center, here's my ugly side, then I have the pretty side. Pretty side up, I'm going to fold it up like this, put a little dollop of glue in the center, and squeeze. Be careful, the glue might seep out and burn you a little bit, so just be very careful. And then I'll fold the 2 sides back. This makes the pleats in the bow and the bow complete when I add a little glue to that side. And a little dollop there, little dollop there. Be careful, it's hot. But we have a really nice bow that we just created. I'll set this aside. Make sure that's dry. Set that aside. You can even put a little clothespin or some kind of clip to make that hold longer too. But we'll secure it again with more ribbon here in a minute. Next, I'm going to just make a really quick bow by doing some loops back and forth. Back and forth. And I'm actually going to add it right on top to this guy. So give it a cut. Cut a little bit more. 10 inches maybe. Put this here. Take my excess ribbon, tie it around. Since I don't have extra hands, I use my mouth and pull. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I pulled that tight. So now we have two different burlaps together, not competing, but just accenting one another. And then I'll actually hot glue my ribbon here. Okay, so I'm going to use a little hot glue on the back. Also put a little bit on the sides so they can lay down as well. And hot glue. Be careful again when you're using your finger. It's hot, 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 hot. Okay, fluff it out a little, and there you have it, a really cute beachy wreath to hang on your door this summer.